Season 3 is finally here, but is it enough to save Marvel Rivals? Let's talk about it. YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Father Dark. I'm here on a beautiful Friday afternoon, sun shining. Season 3 is finally here. Like a bunch of kids on Christmas, all fighting over trying to get Jean Grey in a quick play match, maybe even rank if you're brave enough to do that on the first day of the season. Before I get into the video, I do want to talk about the fact that I saw Superman yesterday for those that were curious about it. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I thought it was a great overall like summer blockbuster type of movie. But at the same time, there were a few choices that James Gunn made that I kind of took a little personal and felt like that really wasn't his place to do that. So if you don't necessarily care about comic book lore and just, different things like that, I'd say go for it. But if you are someone that is very critical of, particular things and changing overall parts of a story that really don't need to be changed ever, might not be for you. But besides that, let's go ahead and get into it. So like I said, season 3 is here. I haven't had a chance to do everything yet, but there are some things that I thought were worth talking about that I've already kind of scrolled Twitter. I've seen some other people going back and forth with. Now, anytime with a game like this and really it's not even just a game like this, with a live service game, you're going to have seasons, you're going to have things that release, whether it's Call of Duty or Fortnite and they're releasing new loadouts or whatever, or a game like this, a hero shooter where you have a new character coming out. There's always going to be the people that say, it's OP, it's broken. Then you're going to have the people that say, I thought it would do more, et cetera, et cetera. And after spending a while playing with Jean Grey, I try to get into a couple of matches and play. But I mean, obviously that's a crapshoot simply because everybody is fighting over it. I've had I literally had a match before this game that you're watching where there was like 3 people that had loaded in together. And basically, I'm pretty sure they told each other, like, hey, whoever gets it first, just grab it for me and then switch over, let go of it once everybody locks their role. And then I'll grab it really quick. And I just thought that was funny, like how desperate people are to be able to play the new character, like in quick play matches. A lot of content creators obviously trying to rush out and get that, I dropped 30, 40 eliminations, watch me now type of content. I always find that funny. Like that's actually going to, when everybody's doing the same thing, what is the point really at the end of the day? People don't really care. Yeah, it might garner you a couple of views, but it's not going to, shoot you into the stratosphere in regards to like content creation. That's just something that I always think is funny, but hey, get it how you live. And you have to excuse my gameplay in the background. This was one of the first couple of games I played on other than a Doom match, and I haven't really taken the time to tweak her sensitivity and stuff. So sensitivity is a little off. You'll see that here, so don't mind that. That's just a little bit of background aesthetic for you. But I have to say, overall, I think Jean Grey is an extremely fun DPS to play, and especially since I'm starting my DPS villain arc this season, and I'm not going to be flexing just because I've done it for 2 whole seasons now, and I've grown tired of it. Actually, I guess you could say 3 if you want to count season 0. I technically count that, even though it was a partial season. But I mean, that's kind of going to be like the norm for seasons now, that length or whatever. But nonetheless, though, like I was saying, I've been having a lot of fun playing her. Like I said, I've only really played her a lot like in Doom matches earlier today, just jumping in, listening to some tunes and stuff, hanging out, messing around with her and stuff, and pretty much literally everybody in Doom match right now is running Jean Grey. You're probably only going to run into like maybe 1 or 2 Spider-Mans or Star-Lord or Magic or something, but everybody else is pretty much running Jean Grey. The 2 matches that I play, I think it was 2 or 3 matches I played of quick play where I was trying to lock Jean Grey and I wasn't able to. I went ahead and played Wolverine, and I just have to say that Wolf is definitely about to go back to being permabanned. Like, there's absolutely no way. I don't even play Wolverine. Like, I can count on one hand how many times I've ever played Wolverine, just because I usually play ranked, and for the longest time he was banned, and then for a while there he wasn't really as relevant. I was easily able to like counter him as Wanda or any other character where I can just kind of sit back and take shots at him and stuff, so that wasn't really an issue for me. But I went ahead and played him just to see what his team up was like. And I got MVP with him and got like 20-something eliminations. Like I said, I don't play Wolverine. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going ham on people, chasing after tanks and stuff, just mimicking what I've seen other people do. And got MVP with him. And I didn't even have like the most eliminations or anything on my team. I didn't even feel like I should have had MVP. I don't know if that's because of the team up and the life steal or drain or whatever it is exactly that he's doing. But if somebody like me who doesn't know what they're doing with Wolverine can get MVP first game with him and go crazy and have as much fun as I was having, he is definitely about to go back to being permaban. That's just a fact. There's absolutely no way, because in the right hands, bro is about to be just absolutely broken. That is one of those times that I will actually say that and use that word, because I feel like that's actually appropriate. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and just insta nerf him or if that's just for the quick play matches. But yeah, go ahead and do not think that anybody else is more important currently to nerf besides Wolverine. That's just my personal opinion. He's definitely going to be somebody that I go ahead and get out of the way immediately when I finally do load up into rank. But besides that, though, with Jean Grey, I personally feel like Jean Grey, does anybody else get like hella but like better vibes from Jean Grey? That's pretty much what I'm getting from her. She just feels like kind of perfect in that sense, where you have the ability to kind of get the group damage with whatever her second ability is. I forget what it's called, but the little splash thing she does, that seems to work really, really good when people are like grouped up and stuff, like in those little tunneled areas and everything like that, little choke points. And then her main ability, obviously, like it seems like it does just as much damage, if not more than Hela. I haven't played Hela in a while, so I don't know, but I think a lot of people say it's like 2 or 3 shots, and that's pretty much what it feels like with Jean. The only difference that I like is that you have the ability to dash, and then you have the ability to just straight up just fly, and you get a pretty decent amount of time to fly with her. So you can really get to a lot of points and spots and stuff like that you wouldn't really be able to get to with a lot of other characters that kind of have that same ability or abilities like it. But me personally, I don't feel like she's too broken, but I also don't feel like she's underpowered or anything. A lot better than what I expected and a lot more fun, especially from someone who's not necessarily. I haven't been playing a lot of hit scan characters. When the game first came out, I actually did play Hela and Mantis the most. Those were just 2 characters that I just happened to randomly select and had a lot of fun with them. And then that's when I started transitioning into being a support player more and Wanda, Spider-Man, Thor, stuff like that as time went on and progressed. But initially I was playing hit scan characters. And like I said, it's been a while since I have, so I kind of have to get that timing back and stuff and the positioning and everything back. But I'm probably gonna get a decent amount of Jean Grey, and I say a couple of days or a week or so. I'm probably gonna have her lorded out just because she's really fun. Other thing I want to talk about with Jean Grey is this skin. Now I usually buy the bundles that come with characters right away. I usually can't stand like the base skins and feel like the bundles that they come out with for the characters are usually great. But this one, what the hell are we doing with this? I mean, I saw it before, but I kind of wanted to wait until I saw it myself, like in game. And art department, let's not do this again. It's an actual mess. Like what are we doing here? This is terrible. I mean, I see she got some cheeks out. You know what I mean? No offense on that, but yeah, the rest of all this, like whatever all this is, I don't like it. And I'm definitely gonna speak with my wallet on that one. Now, with that being said, I mean, like, hold on one second. Just like, what are we doing here? What is this exactly? Who thought? I mean, I get. Oh, it's a Phoenix, brother. And then like the mashup with Wanda. Why does she have like the better head thing than Wanda does? Like, we got the feathers down here. Okay. Anyway, moving on from that. So. I was going to say that here, let's go here really quick. Let me show this. Boom. This outfit, the one that's like the cheap one that I usually would never get like on the characters, just like the little off-brand recolor or whatever. This one actually makes this skin for some reason just look so much better. Like this, not really feeling her main design. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's like all these little like crevices or whatever the hell you want to call these and stuff all over her suit. Not really feeling that. But when you do the recolor for some reason, and it kind of looks more like her original one. Hopefully they're going to have a blue and yellow one, kind of like her main primary X-Men outfit. But I just wish they would kind of get rid of these. I'm not really digging these little, like, just, it seems over designed, and I'm not a designer. I'm not a game designer, but obviously it's kind of like with art, you don't have to necessarily know art to just know what you like. And I think that Marvel Rivals kind of has a thing with that where they kind of feel like they got to put their own artistic expression on stuff sometimes when it's not really needed. And the thing is there's sometimes where they'll do skins and they might change certain little things and I go, okay, I actually like that. I don't mind those details. But with this one though, I feel like it would have been better to just give us the bodysuit. And I get it too. More than likely, knowing this game, we're going to end up getting just her normal bodysuit eventually as a skin. Like, they'll probably have like the X-Men 97 one. They'll probably have another one later on down the road, kind of like how we got, Wolverine's just standard Wolverine outfit. Well, we got that one from the movie, but still, it was close enough for me. I don't mind it. I actually really like the Wolverine in Deadpool skin and suit. I actually just got that one with my free token because I actually thought the tokens were going to go away with the new season. I was wrong. I wish I would have held on to it. But I'm actually glad because I'm probably going to be playing Wolverine. If he does, if God forbid there's some lobby where someone doesn't ban him in rank, I'm definitely picking Wolverine. And I'm probably going to try to get far better with him than what I was, which isn't going to be hard because I never played Wolverine. But besides that, though, the other thing that I wanted to talk about too is the Thing. I have never used the Thing it's just something about him that I just don't like. I think it's like the charge up on the, what is it called? The Yantyville Smash or whatever it's called, and the rest of his abilities. I'm just not a fan of them. I never really liked the way, like how sensitive it is when you run. I don't know if that's a separate setting that you can tune down, like the sensitivity when he runs to go do a slam or whatever. If someone knows how to kind of tune that down a little bit, let me know. I just feel like it would be a lot better for me if it wasn't to where, like, if the wind blew the wrong way, that he instantly did like a 180. Nonetheless, though, just something about his kit that I've just never really liked when it comes to tanks. I think it's kind of like the same thing with the Hulk. Him and the Hulk, I just felt like wasn't really into him. I'm much more of like a Thor, Penny, now Emma type of tank guy. But today I was playing him to see about his abilities, and I think that was like probably one of the best things right there, because all throughout season 2, something that everybody just complained about consistently. I mean, go through literally any video and just scroll for a second, and you're going to see somebody complaining about the flyer meta. Now, me personally, I never felt like there was a flyer meta. To me, as long as there's a good counter to something, that doesn't make it meta. It just means you don't want to have to like adapt to what you need to do to adapt to it. To me, something is like meta when there's just nothing that can be done to beat that. But that's also because in Call of Duty, we completely call different things meta, apparently, than what you all call in this game. A lot of people have been saying, well, it's meta if a lot of people are doing it. To me, that's not meta. Like, for example, if a lot of people just ran, like, I don't know, the worst character in the game, that's not meta to me. Meta means something that is like OP or broken and extremely hard to beat, right? And I get to, it is a little bit different when you're playing in like extremely high skill lobbies and stuff like that and ranked, and you have these people that are just pocketing like 2 or 3 flyers or something, and you just cannot get any damage done on them, especially when you're the only person that's trying to put any damage and everyone else is just looking directly in front of them or whatever. I get that. But I do think that the Thing is actually terrorizing flyers right now. Like I said, I only got to play one game with him, I think, before I loaded into the match that you're watching. I was able to play Jean, and I had a great time with him, being able to just, and it's not even just the flyers, like the fact that you can just target anybody and just fly toward him. I think bro's about to be a menace. I think he might actually be another character that people might start banning, because there was already some really, really good Thing players out there. The thing is, there were already some people that were really, really good with him. And now that they have that ability, I don't know. That might be a little broken, man, in my opinion. I don't know. We'll have to see as the season goes on. But so far, though, I'm actually having a lot of fun. It's just, unfortunately, with a game like this, there's only so many new things that drop at a time, and once you're kind of done with the battle pass, or really just grinding for that, it's kind of a hard time. And I haven't had a chance to play Spider-Man yet, but I have seen some people saying that they completely just butchered Spider-Man, and I haven't been having any issues out of Spider-Man. I don't know if that's because I've been running into other players that were just terrible at Spidey, or if he's actually just been butchered. So let me know in the comments if anybody that has played Spider-Man, is he worth me grinding out for it? And that would be really unfortunate if they did something to him and made him terrible now. When we finally got the black suit for Spider-Man, that would just be really rough and really sad as well. So yeah, but besides that, though, like I said, I've been having a great time today. I'm going to jump off and grab some lunch, and I'll probably be back on this evening from when I release this video. To probably do a live stream, and I'll probably be doing a live stream with like subscribers and stuff like that, where we just have fun and maybe play some quick matches or whatever. If you want to be able to be faster in the line for that, I recommend just joining the Discord. You can find the link to my Discord next to my logo. When you actually go to my main channel page and you click more info next to the logo, you'll see the link to the Discord. But yeah, join that, because usually the people in the Discord come first, because they're people that I just deal with every day and stuff like that. So and it's easier to just straight up ping me and call me out and stuff like that. So yeah, but like I said, I'll probably be doing that tonight. I want to keep playing a little bit more. I definitely want to at some point try to jump into some rank, but I'm probably not going to do that until like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow at the earliest, but probably wait a day or two, just because I feel like it's just probably way too sweaty, especially on PC for rank on the very first day. It's just everybody's squatted up with all their friends. They're trying to climb as fast as they can. People got to get back to work and school and all that kind of stuff in the next couple of days, if not, the very next day. So yeah, but like I said, let me know in the comments though what you guys think. What's been something that stood out to you? Is there anything interesting that you noticed? Another thing I want to add in too is that I've been seeing some people say they don't like the new map. I actually like it. To me, it seems pretty straightforward. It doesn't seem like anything complicated or anything. I like that it has some like little spots where you can, get up to and get you some high ground. There's nothing really that I've noticed about it that I don't like. It just kind of seems like Clintar just as a, whatever it's called when you have a point. I forget what they're called, but whatever the matches are called when you have the point. Nonetheless, though, doesn't really seem too different, and I don't necessarily not like it. But at the same time, though, I feel like it's weird because people didn't like Krakoa, and I loved Krakoa. I thought Krakoa was... I don't know. Maybe it's because a lot of times I try to get lured on certain characters that I didn't do like the last season that I ended up liking toward the end of the season. And a lot of times I'll just play a 24/7 map because I prefer that over the variation that you get. Because a lot of times it just seems like when I play quick play, I get a lot of the maps that I don't like. So I just prefer to just do a 24/7 playlist. That way I just kind of know exactly where to go. I know the map, and then I'll learn the new map inside and out as well. So that way I don't get into rank and I'm like, wait a second, where am I at? What's going on? What's the best spots for all this kind of stuff? But like I said, I actually really enjoy the new map. Not as much as like Krakoa, but I did find it interesting that I've been seeing a lot of people when I was just randomly scrolling Twitter in between matches saying that they're not really feeling it. But I am curious to know what you all think. Is there enough in Season 3 to keep you interested? Is it meh? Do you like the Battle Pass? Do you like, just Jean Grey, whatever, any other random stuff or whatever? Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. And like I said, too, join the Discord. That way you can be on stream tonight. We can play some quick matches or whatever the case is. We might even do some customs. It just depends on what the people that my Discord kind of runs itself. So I just kind of pop in and drop memes and stuff and hang out for a little while and dip back out. But there's like a whole group of people that kind of run the custom section, but they'll more than likely feel like doing customs. We'll play it by ear. But like I said, just let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking, thoughts and opinions, all that kind of stuff. But that's all I have for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's Father Dark, and I'm out.